texted. Most people don't, you know? That's the dirty secret of giving somebody your number. Go straight to the big number graveyard in the sky, and everyone politely pretends the transaction never occurred. I made my peace. I was at peace. And then my phone buzzed this morning, and I reacted a normal amount. That's all you're getting. Don't fish. She's a practice, by the way. Squad thing. Some kind of emergency formation drill. I don't know. There were some cones involved. You got like an hour before she gets back and discovers you came over to see me, which is going to be a whole... We'll deal with that when it detonates. And my mom's out buying... I want to say 40 folding chairs. I didn't ask. You'll learn to not ask in this house. The answers are always worse than the mystery. Okay, two things. One, I leave tomorrow, Tuesday, back to school. That's not a thing. I'm just establishing a timeline. Two, I owe you a drawing. Your face sits on the books. I don't welch, but there is a problem with it. And to explain the problem, I have to show you something, and you're not allowed to make it a thing. That's the deal. Both hands on the no thing agreement. Shake on it. You shook on it so sincerely. God. Okay. Come on, up here. The attic. Don't make that face. It's not a bedroom invitation. It's a literal attic. Cobwebs, insulation. The romance capital of the house. Grab that cord for me. The one hanging from the ceiling. Yeah, just pull it. And there she is. The attic ladder. Older than both of us. Sounds like a haunted accordion. Holds weight fine. Up you go, I'll spot you. Watch your head. The beam. Yep. There it is. Everyone does it once. You're officially initiated into the attic now. Okay, there's a light, the little string, right above you. By the rafter? There. Behold, one bulb for the whole family history. It's mood lighting, technically. So, welcome to the family archive. And this week, my office. I've been up here every day since Saturday because my mom asked me to go through my things, which is mom for take your things. I moved out, see, technically, officially. I have a dorm now and a mini fridge and a roommate who burned sage at her problem. So my room here is becoming a craft room. She said it exactly like that too. Craft room. The way you say we're going to the vet to a dog. The craft stuff already annexed at the guest room years ago. You slept on the couch because of it, actually. So in a way, you're a refugee in the same war. My room's just the next territory. It's fine. I'm leaning in. I get to drive back to school with my entire childhood in a trunk. It's not a tragedy. It's an installation. I'd get an A for it. Sit. The trunk's fine. It's sturdy. It's full of... I honestly don't know what it's full of. Sit anyway. Live dangerously. Okay. So, here's the problem with the drawing I owe you. I've been trying to draw your face since Sunday. Do not do anything with that information. It's a technical problem. You have an annoying face structurally, and it keeps not working, and I didn't know why. And then on day 2, packing my own childhood into boxes, I found out why. I found this, and I've picked it up like 9 times since, and every time I put it back in the box and tell myself it's not a thing, and we just signed the no thing agreement. So legally, it can be a thing now. Loopholes. Yeah, it's a drawing. I made it. I was 7. Before you say anything, yes, the dog looks like a horse. We did not have a horse. That is a dog. The perspective is criminal. The son has a face for some reason. I gave my mom 7 fingers on one hand. As art, objectively, it's a disaster. My professor would weep. But look at it. Like, actually, look at it. That's her. In the middle. The big one with the ponytail and the... I gave her a sunbeam look with a sun with a face literally beaming onto her like she's got a contract with it. And that's mom on one side and that's dad on the other. You know about him, right? My mom told you. Sunday morning, the coffee, the whole speech. I heard most of it through the floor. Paper walls, remember? So I don't have to do the speech. Good. Move on. They're both kind of angled at her. See? Framing her. 7 fingers and all. And then down here, corner. The little one in the black crayon. That's me. Half off the page. Nobody told me to draw it like that. That's the thing I keep... Like, no one sat me down and said, sweetie, you go in the corner. I was 7. I knew where I went. I looked at my own family and I put myself half off the page, like the page was for them and I was visiting. And it went on the fridge, obviously, for about a month, and then it needed the space. And that's the problem with the drawing I owed you. The thing, I was 7, and I drew the truth before I knew it. Nobody told me where I went. The crayons just knew. That's what drawing is, apparently. That's the one place I can't lie. So if I draw your face, really draw it, the drawing's going to say what you are to me. It'll just be there on paper. In my handwriting, basically, and I haven't decided if I'm ready to know that yet. So now you know the whole stupid.
Hello? Whose shoes are... Why are there boy shoes? Why are there his shoes? Is he... Why is the attic open? Why is the attic...
Practice ended early.
If you two are here bonding again, I swear, I leave for one practice. I do one pyramid. Wait, why is he even here? I didn't tell him to come over, so how did he know to... Did you give him your number? What did you give him your... Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that was... the ladder did a... It wasn't me. The ladder has a defect.
You kicked the release with your foot. I watched your foot do it.
My foot was climbing. That's what feet are for. Feet were doing their job, and the ladder betrayed... And you didn't answer the question. The number. When?
Sunday morning. In the kitchen. In front of Mom and God. It wasn't a covered operation.
I was asleep.
That's a you problem. The kitchen was open to the public.
It's a little covered. Everybody waited until I was... Okay. Okay. Well, that's a later thing. We're shelving that. Because first... Phone. Someone call Mom. Phone. Who has a phone?
Mine's charging in my room. It's been dead since noon. Been up here with the boxes.
Okay, well, mine's on the kitchen counter. I put it down to look at the shoes. I was distracted by the shoes.
And let me guess, yours is in your jacket, which is on the hook by the door. Because you're polite and you hang things. He hangs things. Of course he hangs things.
Okay, so, recap. All 3 of us are in the attic with no ladder and no phones, and where's Mom? Mom
buying folding chairs. 40 of them, give or take.
Why?
Unclear. Didn't ask.
That's a 2-hour trip minimum. She talks to, like, every employee like they're a nephew. Okay. Then we jump. How far down is...
That's pretty far.
That's not far.
It's 9 feet onto hardwood. That's explain it to a doctor far. And before you say it, no, you can't sheer stunt your way down there. You need an entire squad to catch you. That's the foundational premise of your sport.
The window, then.
Oh, that's decorative. It's a vent shaped like a window. It doesn't open. I checked on day 1. I've been up here 3 days. I've done the full survey. There's no way down. There's the hatch, the ladder. They used to be in the hatch, and us. So we're stuck. Genuinely, actually stuck until Mom comes home.
I sat on a box.
You sat on Christmas.
Great. Why does that box say your name in it? That box says your name. Okay, well, a lot of these boxes say your name. Why is all your stuff in...
I'm packing. Mom asked me to clear my stuff out. Don't live here anymore, so... Room's becoming a craft
She
room.
asked you to what? When? Nobody told me the room was...
Why would anyone tell you? It's not your room. It's nobody's room. That's the whole point of a craft room.
I didn't know that was happening.
You didn't ask. Nobody asks in this house, remember? The answers are worse than the mystery.
What's that?
Nothing. It's kid junk. Goes in the box like everything else. Don't.
No, give me that. Is that... That's us. Is that supposed to be us? The ponytail? Who drew this? You drew
I was
this?
7. Give it back.
I've never seen this before in my life.
It was on the fridge for a month. You walked past it every single day.
Why are you in the corner? That's the whole family. That's all 4 of us. And you drew yourself this big in the corner. You're half off the... Why are you half off the page?
Because I was 7 and bad at composition. Give it
You
back.
were not bad at... You got into art school. You've never been bad at... You put me in the middle with it. Is this a sunbeam? You give me a personal sunbeam and you put yourself...
Okay, you know what this is? This is the thing where something is about me for 11 seconds and you can't stand it.
That's not...
So you grab it and you hold it up and you make a scene about it. And somehow, by the end, everyone's looking at you being upset about my drawing. And then I'm in the corner again. Same page every time. Give it back.
I didn't know.
You didn't look.
Didn't have to look. That's okay. That's you want the honest thing? Up here, no phones, nowhere to go. Fine. Here's the honest thing. I never once in my life had to look at anybody. Ever. People look at me. I walk into a room and it's already done. It's decided before I even the room just... Okay, that sounds insane out loud, but the room decides before I even say a word. I didn't build that. I didn't ask for it. It was just... And whenever a room is already pointed at you, you don't learn to just point back at anyone. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying I'm 18 years into never once having to aim. You think I didn't know about the mantel? I knew about the mantel. I'd come home with some ribbon. I got a ribbon for attendance once, for showing up. And it went on the mantel. And you made that little clay thing, the bowl with the
bird.
The bird. It was like you were 10 and it was actually good. And it went on top of the fridge. A clay bird. That's exactly the kind of thing that goes on a mantel. That's what the mantels are for. And yours went over on the fridge with the dead batteries and the spare keys. And I remember thinking, for like a second, that's weird. Hers is better. And I just...
Went back to your sunbeam.
Yeah. I went back to my sunbeam.
I stopped giving you the chance, though. Somewhere in there. That's mine, I'll own that. By the time I'd already decided what you were. Captain Sunbeam. I had a whole file on you, and I never once updated it. You do something, you do some small human thing, and I just not enter into the record. Because the file was load-bearing. If you were actually a person, then the corner was just... that nobody put me there. Then I climbed in myself. A 7-year-old with a black crayon putting herself away. Nobody made me. That's the part I've been sitting up here all week with. While I pack myself into boxes so the page can be a craft room. Full circle, very tidy. The symbolism writes itself. My professors would love it.
The perspective was really terrible, though. The dog is enormous. The dog is the size of the house.
The dog is majestic, and I won't hear.
The dog has a saddle. You can look at it. You put a saddle on.
The saddle was aspirational.
He's being very quiet over here.
He's always quiet. That's his whole... He flinches and he's quiet, and then he hangs his jacket. That's his whole guy.
No, okay, I'm gonna... While we're up here, while there's no ladder and no phones and no squad, no table, and nobody can leave, including me, especially me. I like you.
And no, I can feel myself reaching for the project partner. It's a school thing. I've got like 6 exits memorized and I'm not taking any of them. Everyone always lets me walk it back. My whole life I say something true and then I panic and grab the steering wheel and everyone just lets me because I'm the Sunbeam Girl and Sunbeam Girls don't have to land anything. So, no exits. I like you. I've liked you since, honestly, probably since you corrected my citations in October and didn't apologize for it, which made me so mad. And I thought about it for 4 days, and then the dinner happened, and the world fell out of my mouth in front of my whole family, and everybody laughed, and I let them think it was a slip. It wasn't a slip. The word just was already true, and I got out before I could stop it. That's not a slip, that's a leak.
I'm gonna go sit in a different box.
No, stay. That's the other half. Just so stay. She likes you too.
Hey.
No, don't. I'm not doing it to be cruel. I'm doing it because I watched you all weekend do the thing you've done with our entire lives, which is raise yourself in advance. You were already half off the page before anyone even got a boat. You gave him your number in a kitchen full of witnesses and then planned to just pack your car tomorrow and drive yourself back into being a funny story he heard once. I know you. I've known you my whole life. I just never looked. And I'm looking now, and I'm not sitting in this attic and watching you crayon yourself into the corner of one more. So, there, both of us on the same page, actually on the same page, both of us regular-sized for once, and he can, whatever he does with that, that's his. I'm not asking for anything. I wasn't gonna let the page lie anymore, you know?
I had an exit planned. I want you to know that. I had a whole graceful, I leave tomorrow, I was gonna finish this drawing back at school, mail it on one of those do not bend envelopes, very dignified, devastating in retrospect. And you just drew me in. You can't just draw people in. You have to warn somebody. You have to. You put me on the mental. You absolute menace. You put me on the mental.
Why is there a ladder on the floor? Hello? There are extra shoes by this door and a ladder dying on the floor and nobody is answering me. Which in my experience means teenager.
Grandma, we're up here. We're in the attic. The ladder.
The attic, of course, you're in the attic. Why would anyone be somewhere reachable? 3 of you. In the attic in the middle of the afternoon. One of you has been crying. One of you is about to. And the boy looks like he witnessed a moon landing. I have been alive for 76 years. This is new.
Grandma, the ladder fell. It was an accident. We were just...
I didn't ask. Did anyone hear me ask? I find that with this family, it's better not to know things in order. Down, all of you, single file. The boy goes first. He's the most rattled, and if he paints, rather he fall on carpet. Careful on the... There it is. Everyone hits the P once. Now, I have a trunk full of card tables outside that somebody's gonna carry in for me, and I have driven an hour. For the second time in 2 days, I like that noted I have a life, allegedly, so before anything else, somebody's going to feed me. I know there's chicken. There's always chicken in this house. It's the only thing I can count on. And you. Twice now. Twice in 2 days, I've driven an hour, and both times there you are, standing in this house. I notice patterns. It's my one remaining hobby. You're coming tomorrow to the reunion.
What? The what?
The reunion's tomorrow?
The reunion is tomorrow, 4 o'clock. The whole family, the aunts, the cousins, your Aunt Carol and her potato salad grievance, all of it. Why'd you think your mother's been buying folding chairs like they've been discontinued? Why do you think there are card tables in my trunk? Did nobody notice? Did nobody in this house ask a single question? No, of course not. This family communicates exclusively through
I
accents.
can't, Grandma. I'm driving back to school tomorrow. I was gonna leave at noon. Beat the
The
traffic.
reunion is at 4. You own a car, not a train schedule. You'll leave after. You'll drive in the dark like an
Grandma,
adult.
you can't just invite. He doesn't even. He's not family. He's.
Sweetheart, your mother texted me about this boy at 2 o'clock in the morning. I drove an hour the next day to expect him. He hugged me, unprompted, and I've been thinking about it for 2 days. And before I left, I told your mother exactly what I thought. I said, marry one of those girls, off to that one. I said I'd help. This is me helping. No, don't look at her. Don't look at her either. Nobody gets a vote. I'm the one asking. Mine's the only vote that's ever counted in this house. Good, he nodded. Did everyone see that? He just nods. No speech, no fuss. That's quality, you know. Lord knows that nobody else in this family listens. 4 o'clock tomorrow. Wear something with a collar. Where is the chicken?
Hello everyone, this is Spring ASMR. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like the video and subscribe to not miss a single release. If you'd like to join the Spring ASMR community, check my Discord server. Links to both can be found in the description of this video. Now, time for a quick shout out from my future and super supporters. Unnamed Gamer, 31N Moon, Tyler, Kazuhira, Rain Camo, Tyler Duncan, Mulcane, Cody Chan, Dr. Scrap, Ethan, Torres, Eli, Blank, Gonzo, Elwind, Psychic Rebel, Tristan, Alex, Captain Crochet Hook, Short Shooter, Oliver Mania, El Fearless, Cowboy Jake, Nikolai Nielsen, RJ Mania, Jägermeister, Matthew, Silver Wolfie, K9, Level Up Chuck, MLP Afterburner, Gita 12, Ramses, Dr. Ghost, Ian Darthbather, Zenman, Andy Lucy, Jeffrey, Bag, Double Space, Silas, Lucret, Ludo, and Wadahaduda. That was a lot. And a huge, huge thank you to our Ultimate Support tier members, Happy Quetzalcoatl and Burning Dry Ice. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye!